Hey guys, today I'm going to be working on Jamaican style rice and peas my way. I did not soak my peas overnight, so I will be boiling mine, so maybe even 2 hours or so. But if you get the opportunity to soak your peas in cold water overnight, then you shouldn't be boiling your peas for more than 45 minutes. In my pot, I have 1.5 cups of red kidney beans. I rinsed it off and it's just in my pot. That's it. To that, I'm going to add 4.5 cups of water, 1 cup of beef stock. I like to build flavors, and I believe it starts at the beginning. So I add beef stock to my rice and peas. A bunch of fresh thyme, but I'm going to tie mine up and put it in the water. So this is about 8 to 10 sprigs of thyme. And that's pretty much it for right now. Again, I didn't boil my peas, so I'm going to put this on medium heat, bring it up to a boil, and then let it go for about 1.5 hours. And then I'll check it and go from there. Okay, I'm going to let you see a quick peek. It's now coming to a boil. So now that I have it to a boil, I'm going to put my heat all the way down to medium low, and maybe even lower than that, but this should take me about 2 hours, maybe 1.5 hours, but 1.5 hours I'm definitely going to check it. So after an hour, these are what they look like. So I'm gonna give this maybe 30 more minutes, and then I'm going to put everything else in here. This is some of what's going into our rice next. I have 7 stalks of scallions that I'm going to finely chop. I have a whole habanero pepper that I'm going to put in the pot whole. I'm not going to chop it. And then I'm going to use almost all of my head of garlic that I'm also going to chop really small. If you're not into garlic, you know, maybe use half or maybe a little less. But I like the taste of the fresh herbs in my rice. And we're also going to add 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to chop this up and I'll be back. Now, my peas is cooked. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Now I'm going to add 13-ounce can of coconut milk. And I added a few more sprigs of thyme to my coconut milk and stirred it up. 3 cups of Jasmin Rice, all those scallions and garlic that I chopped earlier. Remember to salt to taste, you know, remember to add your salt, your pepper, whatever you need to put in here. I think I'm pretty good so far. I'm gonna let this come back up to a boil, start reducing, then I'm gonna cover it and put it on low and let it go for another 30 minutes. Don't forget your habanero or your scotch bonnet pepper. I just threw mine in. I also forgot to add my 4 tablespoons of butter. Don't forget, your rice needs butter, and stir. Remember to keep an eye on this too, guys, because you don't want your rice to burn on the bottom. So while it's on high, so you can bring it back to a boil, make sure you keep an eye on it until you turn the heat back down. This is how much I reduced mine before I turned the heat down. Like, it's still moving, but it's not as liquidy. I turn it all the way to medium low or even low. Cover it and let it go for 30 to 40 minutes. This is what my rice looks like after 30 minutes. I tried it, it's pretty much done, but I want to give it maybe 10 more minutes or so. I'm going to plate this up with some oxtails. Yes. This is what the rice and peas looks like. I served it up against my oxtails and my green beans. I just used a cookie cutter mold and I molded it, put it on a plate with my oxtails, gravy, and everything. These videos will be available. Also, you could click the link below to actually get the oxtail recipe. Try these recipes out and more. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Thanks for watching, and bye.